The countdown to the 2028 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles just got a little more intriguing. With the inclusion of flag football as an Olympic sport and the green light for NFL players to participate, speculation is mounting over which gridiron stars will represent Team USA on the global stage. Will we see the likes of Patrick Mahomes slinging bombs under the Olympic rings? Could Tyreek Hill's lightning speed torch international defenders in 5-on-5 play? The possibilities are tantalizing, but the responsibility for deciding who makes that dream roster won't fall to the NFL. Commissioner Roger Goodell made that abundantly clear during a press conference at this week's NFL ownership meetings. When asked who would be choosing the athletes for the 2028 Olympic flag football team, Goodell laid it out plainly. That's actually a function of USA football that will be making that decision, he said. The NFL will not have any involvement in that selection process. That may sound definitive, but peel back the curtain and the reality is a bit more nuanced. The NFL's shadow over USA football. While Goodell claims the league won't have a hand in choosing who wears the red, white, and blue, the NFL still has considerable sway. That's because USA Football, the governing body tasked with organizing the U.S. national flag football team, has direct institutional ties to the NFL, ties that give the league an indirect but very real influence. Under USA Football's bylaws, the NFL commissioner shall appoint 3 members to the organization's board of directors. Of those 3 appointees, at least 2 must serve on the 5-member executive committee, an exclusive inner circle with outsized power over strategic decisions, including the formation of Olympic protocols. As it currently stands, the USA Football Board includes Green Bay Packers CEO Mark Murphy and Indianapolis Colts COO Pete Ward, both individuals with deep NFL roots. Whether a third Goodell appointee is already serving quietly or yet to be named remains unclear. Even more eyebrow-raising? The official USA Football website only lists 11 board members, despite the bylaws requiring 15. Unless 4 board members are operating in the shadows, or the website is simply outdated, this discrepancy raises immediate questions about transparency and organizational compliance. Add to that the fact that 2 listed board members, Pete Chiarelli and Dr. Gerard Gioia, have terms that expired in 2024, and the confusion deepens. Is this a case of administrative oversight, or is USA Football scrambling to play catch-up now that the international spotlight is fixed on them? Governance and the Olympic dream. For now, Goodell appears eager to draw a clean line between the NFL and the Olympic selection process. Yet the mechanics of governance tell a more complicated story. Even if league officials aren't sitting in the war room during tryouts, their hand-picked board members will shape the process behind the scenes. Murphy and Ward, whose term lengths are conspicuously marked NAA on the website, don't even appear to be bound by the usual 3-year term limits specified in the bylaws. The rules also cap service at 2 consecutive terms, unless appointments are staggered or recycled in a non-consecutive fashion. The optics here suggest a setup ripe for backdoor influence and insider maneuvering. That executive committee Goodell partially controls will be instrumental in working with USA Football CEO Scott Hallenbeck to determine how players are selected. The committee even has the authority to replace Hallenbeck entirely should they choose to. These aren't ceremonial roles, they're levers of real power. And now that the stakes have skyrocketed, they've become some of the most coveted positions in American football administration. Olympic stakes, global scrutiny. With the NFL granting its blessing for active players to compete in 2028, the move has electrified interest in flag football's Olympic debut. The sport's faster pace, open field design, and limited contact make it uniquely suited to showcasing NFL talent. And the prospect of elite players competing for gold on home soil could propel flag football to unprecedented popularity worldwide. But with the surge in visibility comes a new level of accountability. USA Football, once operating in the relative shadows of the football landscape, is now on center stage. And based on the information publicly available, the organization appears ill-prepared for the scrutiny. The mismatches between its bylaws and what's shown on its website are more than simple clerical errors. They hint at deeper structural issues that must be addressed before the selection process begins. If not, critics will rightly question the fairness, integrity, and legitimacy of whatever roster USA football unveils for the Olympics.